So welcome everyone. Welcome to our February Kids Yoga Teacher Check-in. The goal of this check-in is to do a little yoga, have some fun ideas. Mostly I'm taking ideas straight from our Kids Yoga Teacher training at Young Yoga Masters. I want to give you a little background about our theme tonight because I'm coming up to the Themes and Dreams module of our Kids Yoga Teacher training. This is the very first module I ever taught in kids yoga. And I started teaching it in I don't even know, 2005 maybe. That was the first iteration. And I felt like, what's missing in teacher training? I had taken other teacher trainings. I had learned how to go on a trip to the zoo. I had learned how to do all the let's go on an adventure through the forest. Let's go out outer space. Let's do all that. After about 5 years of teaching, I was like, I don't think I can do it anymore. I felt like I was kind of like an entertainer. Like I was going into the class like da 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 da. Hey, watch me. And I was like, where's the yoga? How do I get the yoga in there? And so I kind of stood at this crossroads thinking, am I going to keep teaching or I'm going to change careers? Adults, I have to admit, seemed a little easier to get the philosophy in there, and adults never talk back to you really. And then I thought, well, but this is really a calling for me, is to teach kids. I really enjoy it. It lights me up. So I kind of pushed through and I thought, how do I teach yoga philosophy to kids in a way where I can take it into any school and it's not going to interfere with family beliefs and with, the separation of church and state. I figured it out. So that's going to be our theme today. It's our theme of our training coming up on Sunday. So I'm going to share with you a little 30-minute class about one of my favorite yoga philosophies with children. And it is a saying called no mud, no lotus. And this is something a wonderful mindfulness teacher named Thich Nhat Hanh has taught. And I put up this picture here because you can see that these lotus flowers, they grow in a pond. And so the leaves are on top, but underneath here is water. And then underneath are the roots are going down through the water all the way down to the mud. That's the roots have to go through the water and into the mud. So he says, no mud, no lotus. I really like that idea. So I'm wondering, before we get into the yoga class, and this is something I would do with kids, I want them to be engaged and buy into the lesson plan. And so I'm curious, what does no mud, no lotus mean? What do you think?
What I think that it's no lotus, that if we don't have maybe this dark side, we can find a light. So through the dark moments, we can find the light and this beautiful lotus. That's what I think.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Who thinks that makes sense? Let's see. Show me if you think it makes sense, or if you're still like, I don't know, or if you're like, oh, that doesn't make sense to me. But let's see. Okay, I see a few. I see a few people get that, feel that. Okay, thank you, Benny. Who else wants to say something? Let's see if we can get 2 more people to say something. Thanks for putting your hand up, Rosemary. Okay, what do you think it means?
Well, I love to garden, and you got to have dirt before you can have something beautiful. And sometimes out of, manure, you have beautiful stuff coming up. So.
Okay, out of manure, even. Manure. That means poop, everybody. Yeah, out of the manure, you have beautiful stuff coming up. Yeah, okay, what does anyone else feel that makes sense? Let's see. Oh yeah, I see a lot of hands up. Okay, and one more person. Okay, I see Kay's hand up. Okay, Kay. What do you think no mud, no lotus means?
Thank you.
Okay, you got muted again.
I build on the previous speaker just said, and just add that and compare it to, literally and figuratively to gardening and having, good soil. You need to get dirty sometimes to find like the beauty in things. You got to nurture what may not start out as beautiful, but you give it love, you give it light, you give it what it needs, and you get something beautiful from it.
Nice.
So just
Yeah,
building on, yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice building on. Yeah, I sometimes when I garden, I come in and my hands are so dirty. Did you ever have that?
Of course,
Like,
yeah,
okay.
right. Yeah, I get my hands in there. I don't always wear gloves. And it gets under the nails, and that's okay. That's all right. Get it out eventually, but it's a good feeling.
Yeah.
To get down in the dirt, because you know that eventually it's going to be something beautiful and worth the effort, which is what I think yoga is, and that's what I like to project with it. So,
well, that is a really good tie-in, Case. Thank you for that. So I'm wondering if we can hear from maybe two other people who would say, what does it mean in a yoga class? No mud, no lotus. What about when you're doing a yoga pose? Okay. Oh, I see Kelly has had an idea right away. Kelly, what was your thought?
Hey, so I was actually thinking about this before you asked this particular question, in that I think when people go through adversity, when they do things that are hard, it opens up an experience that they have, and then they can help other people with that same sort of thing. I mean, we're all so connected that way. When there's something difficult that you go through and you start to come out the other side of it, it's like people just start showing up in your life that have had that same issue popping up. And it's like, oh, I just went through this, and let me tell you what I did. This might work and it might not. But I think with yoga poses, we can partner up with each other or in the group or something like that, and we can encourage each other. Our kids could encourage each other to try different things and to feel less scared about something because someone else has already tried it, or they're right there with you and guiding you through and that sort of thing.
Yeah. That is a really good point. Yeah. So people can encourage each other. And sometimes people are afraid to try it because it's new and they don't want to look silly or foolish, or they're afraid someone might say something to them. So then if they think no mud, no lotus, it could be worth it because that person encouraged you and told you it might be worth it. Yeah. Okay. Is there one more idea we haven't heard yet? Does anyone have a thought about, especially about yoga poses? No mud, no lotus when you're doing a pose. Okay, Janet.
I think I would, relate it to them and say, let's get grounded and maybe take them into tree pose and have them, moving their branches and moving in the wind, and we're grounded. So we have roots. So we're not going to fall over. We're strong and we can stand here like a tree, but we might bend and blow around in the wind.
Nice. So you could actually like do a tree pose and a lotus pose and all of that. Yeah, I like that idea too. Okay, so I think that makes me feel like I want to do a little yoga. Does anyone else want to do a little yoga? Yeah, I see some hands up. Yeah, okay, everyone, I'm going to move over to my yoga mat. So everyone clear your spot. If you're in your chair, you might have to do a little chair yoga, but if you can find room to do yoga, let's try it. Okay, I'm going to pause. Okay, I'm going to spotlight my video for a moment, just so you can see me. And here's what we're going to do. So we talked about what no mud, no lotus meant. And our first thing we're going to do is just check in with a little yoga breathing to start our class. So wherever you are sitting, you can try putting one hand at the top of your chest and one hand above your belly button. And let's take a big breath in and then breathe out. Good. And find your breath, just like all the kids in this picture are doing. And just feel your breath coming in and going out. And we're going to do a breathing called Breathe in the Big Me. So it's called the Big Me because when you breathe in, your lungs fill with air and they get bigger. And you might feel it at your bottom hand, your lungs getting bigger. When you breathe out, we call it the little me because your lungs get smaller and you get rid of all the things that you don't need. So like some people know when you breathe in, it's carbon dioxide. No, is that right? Oxygen, sorry. And when you breathe out, it's carbon dioxide, which if you have too much carbon dioxide, it is not healthy for you. Trust me on that one. So that's the little me. We're getting rid of what we don't need. So breathe in the big me, fill yourself up, feel your belly get bigger, feel the top of your lungs get bigger, and then breathe out the little me, feel the top of your lungs get smaller and your belly gets smaller. And one more time at your own pace. I want to see you guys do it. Let's see who's doing it. Oh yeah. Breathe in the big me and breathe out the little me. Beautiful. Okay, and then when you're finished that breath, relax your hands. And I brought in with me today something for us to do in my yoga bag. So when I teach a class in a live setting, I really like to use the element of surprise. And the kids will be like, what do you have in your bag today? So I have a bag. Sometimes you've seen in the last January and February or December and January check-ins, sometimes I use a foam board and today I'm using a bag. So what have I got in here? Ah, it's a picture of a lotus flower. Oh yeah, because it's our no mud, no lotus yoga class. So sometimes when I think of no mud, no lotus, I think of how sometimes things are hard, but then something beautiful comes out of it. So we're going to do some other things on my lesson plan, which I happen to have accidentally taken out. Here it is. Let's pretend it was in my bag. What is this? Ah, what's next? My warm-ups. Okay, let me share it so you can see it better. So we did some yoga breathing, and now we're going to do the warm-ups. We did breathe in the big me and breathe out the little me. Now, one of my friends took a trip to India because she loves yoga, and she rode on camels. So we're going to ride on camels. So hold on to your ankles or your knees, whatever feels good to you, and we'll pretend we're on a bumpy camel ride like this. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah. Bump, bump. Oh, and if you really want to try a little more, you can breathe in when your chest comes forward and breathe out when your chest goes back like that. Good. Keep riding your camel, because when my friend went on the camel ride, you know what happened? The camel in front of her started pooping. Just like we said, it started pooping. And she was like, oh no, I don't want to look at poop. But then, you know what she decided to do? She decided to look around at the desert that she was riding through instead of at the poop. So let's keep our head up. Good. And make your spine warm up a little, few more seconds, a few more bumpy camel rides. Okay, last one. Take a big breath in and lift your chest up. Breathe in the big me. And then breathe out the little me, let all the air go out. Oh, good. And then take a big breath in and relax when you're ready. And close your eyes for a second and see how you feel. Is your spine, is your body feeling warmed up? Okay, now I'm coming a little closer so I can see. Okay, without looking, put a thumbs up if you're feeling warmed up or a thumbs down if you're not warmed up yet. Let's see, who's warm? Some are already warmed up. Okay, some no. Oh, good, thank you, because the kids would be like, not yet, usually. Oh, good. Okay, let's do a train. I'm getting warmed up and taking my scarf off. Okay, let's do a little more warming up. So put your hands out. Let's go on a train ride like this. Good. They built a train all the way across the whole country. And I'm sure that was not easy. That they probably had to work really hard to get that train track built so we could go on a train ride. Chug, 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 chug it. Now, if your train's going slow, it might look like this. But if you want to be on a big train, pull your elbows way back. Yeah, are you going to be on a big train or a little train? Let's see. Oh, I see a lot of big trains and some medium trains. I don't really see any little trains. I think everyone wants to get warm. Okay, last 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, pull on the brake. Oh, good. And then take a big breath in. And breathe out and relax. Oh, very nice. Okay, are you feeling warmed up yet? No, yes or no? Yeah, who's like, Okay, some yes, mostly yes, some no. Okay, let's do another invention that we've got to stand up for. We're going to do an airplane to warm up our core a little bit and do a little balancing. So put one foot down in the ground. Oh, good. And get ready to put your airplane wings out. And then, as best you can, let's balance on an airplane. Hold your leg up. Oh, very nice. Hold it up as best you can. Oh, if it falls down, you can just bring it back up again. Oh, good. Hold it. Don't forget to keep breathing. Oh, good. Okay. Now we're way up in the sky. What do you see down there? Oh, I should have asked everybody to unmute so you could tell me. Okay, let's take a big breath in, lift up your leg, and breathe out and relax. Okay, if your house isn't too noisy, I invite you to unmute so you can tell me what you might see. Okay, so let's switch over to the other leg. Okay, whichever leg you did last time, hold it up. Okay, pretend you're flying in an airplane. Sometimes I think no mud, no lotus is like, I was a little afraid to go up high, but then when I got up there, it was worth it. Because then I looked down, I saw mountains underneath me. Does anyone else see anything? What did you see from an airplane? Careful, don't fall too far. Good. Take a big breath in. Okay, relax your legs down. Okay, relax standing up. Are your legs feeling a little warmed up? I see some thumbs up. Okay. I think we need to warm up our legs a little bit more. So let's warm them up with a downward dog. Does anyone here know downward dog? If you know it, show me downward dog. Let's see. Oh, I see Lindsay's on all fours. Oh, Lindsay lifted her tail up. That's downward dog. And then, yeah, some people are like moving their heels up and down, stretching the back of their legs like a dog stretching. Yeah. Oh, some people are lifting one leg up and then the other leg. Uh-oh. Sue, did you have to use the fire hydrant? What? Oh, who else is there? Iowa's stretching. And Sharon's stretching. Betty's stretching. Kyla's stretching. Alexandra, do you need to use the fire hydrant too? Oh, I see Rosemary's stretching. Who else do I? Maggie's stretching both legs. And I see, wow, I see a lot of people really stretching there. Okay, do what feels good for you. If you need to rest, you can just rest. Oh, Zahita's taking a rest. Good idea. If you're ready to rest, you can rest. But if you want to do a little more to get warmed up, do a little more. Okay. And then last part. And then if you're still up, slowly come down onto your heels. Oh, good. And then let's breathe in the big me. Fill up your lungs. And then breathe out the little me. Okay. I like to move my arms like this because it feels like my floating ribs are expanding. So when I breathe in the big me and breathe out the little me. Oh, good. So I think when you have a dog, you kind of know what no mud, no lotus means, right? Because you have to clean up after a dog. They are a lot of work, but it is worth it, isn't it? Okay, one more warm up. We are going to take a trip to outer space. So even though I still go on the yoga adventures, I like to tie it into yoga philosophy. So going into outer space, we're going to come into a squat, like a rocket ship that hasn't taken off yet. So it looks a little bit like this. Like if some of you know in adult yoga, garland pose, you're squatting down. Let's make a tip of your rocket. If you can get your heels down, that's fine. But if they're up, you can put them on a blanket or you can just come on your tiptoes. Oh, good. And then let's get ready to do a countdown. Make sure you're going to go up to the sky, not into your wall. Okay? Oh, good. Your head's up. Ready for countdown. If you're unmuted, count down with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Okay, I'm up in the sky. I'm going out of our atmosphere. Oh, I'm going to shoot past the moon. I'm going to take a right turn on the moon. Oh, good. Okay, now I'm going straight out past Earth over to Mars. Oh, I'm going to take a left turn at Mars. Oh, good. Okay, once you get around Mars, come back, keep going straight out. What's the next planet after Mars? Oh, does anyone know their planets?
Jupiter?
Jupiter? Is it Jupiter?
I don't know. Mercury or Venus?
Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. No, Venus, Jupiter? I'm not sure, but whatever that next planet is, let's come down for a landing. Now, this is where I usually count on the kids to remind me of this stuff. Oh, good. Coming for a landing. Land your rocket ship. Try to do it softly so you can take off again next time. Oh, good. And then when you're ready, you can put your hands down and then you can relax. Oh, good. Are you feeling warmed up? Oh, my skin's warm. Oh, good. If you close your eyes, how does your body feel? beautiful. Oh, I'm seeing. Does anyone want to say how they feel? Let's see. Oh, I see Zahida gave a thumbs up. Nice. Oh, Iwa gave a thumbs up. Maggie gave a thumbs up. Yasko gave a thumbs up.
This looks like a lot of fun.
And Sandra's in, although it looks like you're in a car.
I'm about to go into class. I have about 15 minutes, but
Oh, okay. Well, we're almost moving to the next part. Okay, what's in my bag now? I have our yoga poses. So I will, when I'm teaching, I'll often just show the kids the yoga poses I have planned. So this is the no mud, no lotus. So someone mentioned how you could tie this into a nature theme. And that's exactly what I was thinking too. So let's pretend that we are a little tiny caterpillar crawling around on the grass. And if you know caterpillars, what do? Thank goodness for the Very Hungry Caterpillar book, right? Okay, let's get it. Let's get there. So find your yoga mat or your carpet or your floor, and we're going to pretend we're a caterpillar and we're inching our way along. Uh-oh, better turn around. I don't want to hit the wall. Just like an inchworm. Okay, I'm inching my way over to the camera so I can see you. Okay, who's still inching their way? Let me see. Just like in real class, kids just want to be seen, right? So, oh, Zahida's still inching. Okay, Kayla's still inching. Alexandra's still inching. Yasko's inching. Sandra's munching away. Rosemary, are you inching? Yes. Kay's inching. Maggie's inching. I was inching. Sue's munching. Kelly, okay. Benny's last one. Okay, last one. And then once you've eaten your fill of grass, then sit up in rock pose. Rock pose is when you sit on your heels and your legs kind of feel like rocks. So this is one of these poses that all the kids I teach know, because this is one of our resting poses. So we always say rock pose, rock pose, rock pose, rock pose. Do they feel like rocks here? Feel it? Yep. Okay, let's try it again. Rock pose, rock pose, rock pose, rock pose, and freeze. Very nice. Okay. Now, oh, that caterpillar climbed all the way up into a tree, and it's going to make a cocoon in a tree. Does anyone here know tree pose? Let's see. If you know tree pose, show me. Let's see. Show me who knows. This is what, when I teach, I'm like Vanna White when I teach. I'm just like, look at those tree poses, because the kids want to show me, right? Wow, look at, some people have their knee and their foot up high. Some people have it below their knee. And I like that people are being careful not to press into their knee, because you don't want to push into your knee. You want it either above your knee or below your knee. Oh yeah. Oh, how come you're not falling over? Who can tell me how are you not falling over? What's helping you?
Looking at the screen.
You're looking at the screen? And what does that do?
Keep you focused.
It
on
keeps
the center point.
It keeps you focused, and it gives you a point to look at. Because if you look at something that's not moving, then if we all looked at Kelly's dog, we all might start walking across the screen, right? Or start looking across the screen. Okay, everyone look at me. Let's see if I can make you fall over. Okay, switch. Did I say switch over to the other leg yet?
No.
Okay, if I forgot to say that, do that now. Let's switch over to the other. Okay, everyone look at me. Let's see if you watch me, can I make anyone fall by moving? Let's see. Whoa, 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 oh, whoa. Ah! Did anyone fall? Is anyone falling? Ah! Wow, you guys are really focusing on something still. Okay, take a big breath in and then breathe out and relax your legs down. Beautiful. Okay, relax standing up. See how you feel even standing. Oh, good. Even without your hands on your belly, you can still do the breathe in the big me, breathe out the little me. Oh, good. Oh, yeah. Without your roots in the mud, you would certainly fall, wouldn't you? If a tree doesn't have roots, they fall. Believe me, I know, because we had to have one of our trees cut down. Oh, good. Okay. That little caterpillar curled up into a little ball and made a cocoon in a chrysalis in the tree. So we're going to come onto our backs and tuck up. Oh, beautiful. Let's see. Is anyone? It's hard to see you when I'm doing it, so let me see you. Oh yeah, there's some little chrysalises, some little cocoons. And I heard a story about how butterflies have to kick their way out of the cocoon. Oh, I see some people are starting to kick their way out. And that one day some scientists decided that they would help the butterflies. And so instead of the butterflies having to kick their way out and push their way out with their wings, they were kicking with their wings and with their little legs. The scientists cut the cocoon open so that the little butterfly didn't have to struggle. And then when the butterfly came out of the cocoon, it wasn't strong enough to fly. So without the struggle, we wouldn't get strong. That's what that story is about. So let's pretend we're a butterfly and we've got to kick our way out. Oh yeah. Kick, 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 kick. Oh yeah. You can rest your head. If you want, you can rest your head. And if anything's bothering you, you can pretend you're kicking it out as well. And if you're muted or not muted, you can make noises if you want for this one. Maybe you're even going to make noises that someone's going to come in from the other room and go, what's going on in here? You're like, I'm just kicking my way out of this cocoon. Kick. Okay, when you've found that you've done enough kicking, you can emerge from your cocoon. Oh yeah, hold. Oh, look at those wings. Wow, okay. Do you want to stand up and fly, or do you want to sit down and fly? I'm going to sit down because then I will stay in the view. Oh yeah, this is our last pose. We're flying like a butterfly. Stretch your wings. Ah, very nice. If I was with children, I would put on some nice music and everybody would dance around. Sometimes I put on opera or classical music and they get to try out some new sounds. And then when your arms are starting to feel tired, then find a flower that you can land on. Oh, good. And then butterflies don't eat grass, do they? They drink the nectar of the flower. Oh yes, so there's usually one child who will tell you what they drink it with, like the promiscuous or something. There's always someone who's going to help you out with that lesson plan. Oh good, so take a big breath in. And breathe out. Oh yeah, now we're at the flower part. The no mud, no flower. We had mud and now we get the flower. That's the sweetest part. Oh yeah, we're drinking the sweet stuff of life, right? Okay, take a big breath in. Oh, one more big breath in. Okay. Now I'm curious if you're tired and you would like to come into Shavasana or to rest pose, you can come and lie down on your back. And sometimes when you teach children, there's always a couple children who are like, I'm never tired. My mom says, I'm never tired. So when I do that, when I teach my classes, I always give the kids a choice. So you can either lie down and rest on your back, or you can find a sitting position and you can do this song with me. We're gonna do a song, and let me show you a picture. While you're making your choice, I'll show you a picture. Here we are. Okay, we did the warm-ups and we did the yoga poses. Oh, look at that. We kicked our way out. We were the butterfly. And here we are, the relax or do song. Flower blooming, it's called. So the words are flower blooming up to the sky so high. Deep roots grow down into the ground. Together we grow and we bloom as one. Together we grow and we bloom as one. And here are the kids doing it. This is from one of my live classes. So in this song, when we are singing flower blooming up to the sky so high, we're going to make a pose called lotus mudra. Let me show you what it is. So I'll show you after I do this. And then when she sings deep roots grow down into the earth, we're going to make our hands go down into the earth like that. And then when she sings together we grow and we bloom as one, we're going to do the lotus mudra again. And then we're going to flip over and remember those roots going down. Together we grow and we bloom as one. So here are the kids doing it. Their hands are going up. And then here they're doing it. And see how their hands are different? Let me show you again. Here their hands are going up. And then here they're going, oh, the wrong way. Here they're going down. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. When your hands grow up, you can make the lotus mudra by putting your pinky together and your thumb together, and then making a big flower like that. And then the roots go like that. Okay, I think everyone's got it. And let me give it a try, sharing the music. And we'll try singing along. But if you're tired, you can just rest. It's totally up to you. Okay, here we go. I'm going to turn the volume up a bit. Oh, please be ready in case the volume's too loud. You might need to turn it down a bit. Okay, okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna get comfortable. Okay.
Flower blooming up to the sky so high. Deep roots grow down into the earth. Together we grow and we bloom as one. Together we grow and we bloom as one. Flower blooming up to the sky so high. Deep roots grow down into the earth. Together we grow and we bloom as one. Together we grow and we blooming up to the sky so high. Deep roots grow down into the earth. Together we grow and we bloom as one. Together we grow and we bloom as one. Flower blooming up to the sky so high. Deep roots grow down into the earth. Together we grow and we bloom as one. Together we grow and we bloom as one. Flower blooming up to the sky so high. Deep roots grow down into the earth. Together we grow and we bloom as one. Together we grow and we bloom as one.
Good. We'll just do 3 more times.
Flower blooming up to the sky.
If you want to rest, you can rest. If you want to sing along,
deep roots grow,
you can sing along.
To the earth.
And sometimes people try closing their eyes.
Together we grow and we bloom as one. Together we grow and we bloom as one.
Okay, that's one time.
Flower blooming up to the sky so high. Deep roots grow down into the earth. Together we grow and we bloom as one. Together we grow and we bloom as one.
Okay, that's the second time. Last one.
Flower blooming up to the sky so high. Deep roots grow down into the earth. Together we grow and we bloom as one. Together we grow and we bloom as one.
Good. And then relax your hands in your lap and take a big breath in. And then breathe out and keep breathing at your own speed. And if you're comfortable, you can look down towards the floor, or you can look with your eyes closed. You can look within yourself and see how you feel after doing the no mud, no lotus meditation. Beautiful. I wonder if there's anyone who, maybe someone who hasn't had a turn yet might want to have a turn, who would want to say how they're feeling now. Oh, I see Maggie has her hand up.
Hi. I feel more grounded and more calm.
More grounded and more calm. Nice. Oh, I'm muted? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. Maggie, I forgot to pin you. Can you say it again? Hold on. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, I felt really peaceful and then calm. And then compared to the beginning of the class, I feel more grounding and I'm much more calm. Yeah.
Oh. Let's see. Okay, thanks, Maggie. Is anyone else feeling that way? Let me go back to gallery view. Oh, I see some thumbs up. Does anyone else want to say something else about how they're feeling? Let's see. Even if you had a turn, you can say it. Oh, I see Kay.
I just want to say I'm inspired. These are great poses and great themes, and they're new for me. I'm a new teacher to kids yoga, so these are inspiring. I'm feeling very inspired.
Oh, yay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kay. Oh, nice. Is anyone else feel a little inspired? Let's see. A couple people. Yeah. And thank you. Okay. And I think today I'd just like to finish with 3 big breaths just to kind of seal the deal. And then we can say thank you to each other like that. So let's breathe in the big me and fill yourself up. The big me is when you're full of energy, and then breathe out the little me. And that's where you can let go of the mud. Anything that might be hard. So go at your own pace. Breathe in the big me. And breathe out the little me. And then one more time. And thank you, everyone, for coming. I'm going to see everybody do a thank you to you. And thank you to you. And thank you to you. Very nice. Okay. I think you stumped. Well, I mean, the reason I am doing this is coming up on the weekend. We have this module, which is called Themes and Dreams. This was the original kids yoga teacher training that started my whole 95-hour training. And it is all lesson plans based on yoga philosophy, ways to take a class like beyond just the trip to the zoo kind of thing. If anyone's interested, I invite you to check out our training. We have the online training provision from Yoga Alliance so that we can offer the training online. Our training is registered with Yoga Alliance, which is a 95-hour certificate. That online training provision is for all of 2021. So let's all finish with a big hug like Kay's idea. I love that idea. A little longer.
Thanks, Aruna. That was excellent.
Why not?
And thank you all for being here. And if you have any questions, especially about kids yoga training, feel free to contact me at info@youngyogamasters.com. Okay. Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Flower blooming up to the sky so high. Deep roots grow down into the earth. Together we grow and we bloom as one. Together we grow